Yeah. It's just, how many times did the phone fall?
Okay.
All right, y'all. Old Dog here with Young Buck. As we said at the end game bar, I was going to be challenging this young guy to some older games. Today, we actually are going to be focusing on a PlayStation 1 game. We are actually playing it on a PlayStation 2, so I'm going to be actually kind of giving just a little bit of education on the PlayStation when it came out, why the consoles did what they did, and kind of go from there. And then we're going to talk about the game. So what do you know about the PlayStation brand, Anthony?
Well, what I know is that it plays Guitar Hero very well. Growing up playing PlayStation 2 is a lot of Guitar Hero, Ratchet and Clank, and I think a big key thing though is that since I was at least alive during it, 2005 was when they sold about 1 million copies. So it was a popular console, really.
Yes, absolutely. It was actually one of the first consoles in the entire history to sell over 1 million consoles. This is according to Encyclopedia Britannica for us old folks. I found it online. It's so great. So, for our edification and education, as it is, the PlayStation video game console released in 1994. So that was probably before you were born.
A few years.
A few years before you were born. That's about when I graduated, folks. I'm just letting you know. Anyway, it was obviously developed by the Sony Computer Entertainment, the PlayStation 1, and new generation of 32-bit consoles signals Sony's rise to power in the video game world. Also known as the PS1, the PlayStation used compact disc. Here we go. This is what a PlayStation 1 compact disc kind of looks like. All right, it's kind of neat there. Heralding the video game industry's move away from cartridges. After a failed venture with Nintendo, this is something I didn't know. Did you know PlayStation tried to team up with Nintendo?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Anyway, as the Super Nintendo Entertainment System CD in the early 1990s. Again, the PlayStation was actually released in Japan, I knew that, in December of 1994 and made its American debut in September 1995, so about a year or so later. Both releases elicited critical acclaim and impressive sales. Titles such as Twisted Metal and Ridge Racer were very popular. I love Twisted Metal.
I was about to say too, Twisted Metal is great.
Nice. There you go. By 2005, the PlayStation had become the first console ever to ship 1 million units. Encyclopedia Britannica, folks. I can't make this stuff up. All right, so PlayStation's premier games included fan favorites such as Final Fantasy VII, another classic game. Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, love Crash.
Nice. There
No
you
Crash.
go.
Spyro, I think.
Tekken. Why you can? You saw me wearing Ryu the other day, so a little call back to the end game. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. Anyway, all of which spawned numerous sequels. Now, the original PlayStation continued production until March 2005, when it was eclipsed. Eclipsed. That's a word, y'all. Anyway, by the next generation of 64-bit consoles, including Sony's own PlayStation 2. Like I said, we're playing on that today with the PlayStation 1. A lot of PlayStation consoles were able to play a lot of their former video games editions. So the PS2 introduced introduced in the early 2000s. It offered an ability to play over the internet, which was new for a console, not so much for PC players, but either way.
Internet, you have the little online disc too for the PlayStation 2.
I do have. I have a special disc to go online. I do have that.
Yeah.
Anyway, where did I go? Gosh, you made me lose my place.
Talking about internet, I'm sorry.
The PS2 offered the ability to play over the internet, which combined with the most extensive line of games ever marketed for a console to its dominance over its 64-bit rivals such as Sega Dreamcast, which we plan on playing as well, and the Nintendo GameCube, which we might have access to those games. We're working on it. So, in fact, the PlayStation 2 went to ship over 1 million units as well, faster than its predecessor. holy cow, the PlayStation 2 sold 1 million consoles sooner than the PlayStation 1. That's just freaking crazy.
It was really popular. It's a really good console too, bringing a lot of classics.
Right. All right, and that's what we're gonna kind of leave it for now. So with that in mind, we're gonna actually go ahead and get to some video game play here and actually kind of see what this is all about. Anything to add?
I guess the only thing would be talking about setup, because as you see here, we've had this little lovely laptop in the middle of the screen the whole time, and just like how old school YouTube, to stick with the theme here, we're going to be recording the screen itself, not screen recording, but with the webcam here, along with the laptop microphone. So we're really going in for it, all in.
Now, I'm going to give you something here. We're going to do this in 4 parts. I haven't told you about this quite just yet. So I got your challenge coins here. As you can see, these are quarters. In fact, they're 2023 because they're for the young buck. So what we're gonna actually do is I'm gonna try to win his quarters from him. He's gotta try to win my quarters from me. And these are 1980s versions quarters, believe it or not. Anyway, with that in mind, we're gonna go ahead and get the game kind of fired up on the PlayStation 2. We're gonna let Anthony do his thing on the game for a little while here, and then we're gonna let him actually bring it to the new school, because as you can see, I got a lot of old school crap around here, and I'm not that tech savvy, he is. But we're gonna actually have him do a live stream, as well as we're gonna pare it down on another part of this video. So stay tuned, y'all.
All right, welcome back. We're here, the young buck here. I almost said young dog. Yeah, I know. We're still getting used to it here, but the young buck here, almost said it a second time, is going. We're just waiting for the game to be up. As you see, we got a couple little cameras here. Hello, 2 different perspectives here for, you know, just all the reactions and whatnot, and we wanted to get at least a little bit. So, you know, the laptop camera here is going to be a little bit lesser than what we see on here on the screen, but it's all going to be for the sake of our PlayStation playthrough here.
All right, Anthony, would you like to know what the game is?
Well, other than sneaking around in a box, what is it?
So, for all those who are not aware, this is Metal Gear Solid. I first picked this game up when I was stationed in Korea in 1999. This is when I actually had the original PlayStation 1 with the lid that slowly opened. So, because I was employed full-time by the U.S. Air Force at the time, and I actually, you know, had nothing else better to do while I'm on base, this game at first literally took me 6 months to beat, because you'll see why. Let's just pay attention to the intro if we can for a second. This is where I want you to start splicing in this actual intro. Okay?
Got you.
Okay.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Fox.
Look at those digital graphics. Aren't they great?
I know, it's so geometric. But thing too is, like, back then this was amazing.
16-bit. 16-bit. It's crazy.
Like, this was revolutionizing what came out, really, for PS1, later PS2 and whatnot.
Let me get your Oh, can you go back to the internet? We're talking about the game.
Oh, yeah.
Terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do. What's the insertion method? Approach the disposal facility by sight.
Oh, you fast forward past it, you bastard. What did you do?
Well, I can play it in post. I didn't know. I didn't think that would happen. What? I pressed the thumbstick. I just flicked the thumbstick. I'm sorry.
Young buck, these are the types of moments you just cannot play. So,
I just hit the
before you go into
thumbstick.
any sort of game, let's talk about this for just a second.
Hey, we'll play the intro in post, okay?
Exactly. We'll definitely play the intro. So, all right, we're gonna mute the game sound for a second because I wanted to actually kind of talk about the game since we kind of missed out on the idea of seeing the intro, and that's fine. I wanted some unique
Some VR training.
There's VR training. That's actually part of it. If you want to do that as part of your live streaming, I definitely encourage you to do that. You're gonna keep this thing going for me, bro. What the hell?
You gotta tap the screen.
All right, so let's talk about Metal Gear Solid for just a second because it's one of my most favorite games in the world, and I'll get into that here in a minute. But this is a brief history. This is actually something that was posted by IGN. So for those who are not familiar, IGN is one of the best websites for gaming news and networking in the entire world. And they actually are reposting a post by this gentleman by the name of Richard Stanton. So this is a repost of a post. So here we go. Metal Gear Solid is actually one of video games' longest running, most critically acclaimed, and commercially successful series. It's hailed by fans as the greatest games ever. I concur. Scorned by detractors for narrative indulgences and leaving many in the middle baffled. Either way, Metal Gear Solid is also notable for its indelible link to creator-director Hideo Kojima. The auteur theory is always dodgy ground with modern big-budget video games which are made teams of hundreds, but this case the stamp of one of the men's personality is all pervasive and impossible to ignore. Is it starting over?
Yeah, because it's an old PlayStation game, so it restarts on the...
All right.
Well,
again, unplanned moment here, folks. We're going to watch the intro. Don't fucking touch the goddamn controller!
Don't do that. I'll put it on the ground.
We're going to watch the intro. We'll get back to a little bit more about it. I wish you could fast forward without actually clicking anything.
Oh, you need to fast forward?
No! Stop it! It doesn't work that way!
I'm sorry, I have the attention span of a goldfish. I need to mess with something.
I'm gonna get you a fidget spinner next time, okay?
Oh, that's okay. I should have brought my little roller here. They've not met within 24 hours. Okay, here's where we were.
You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the President of Armstead, Kenneth Baker.
Kenneth Darper.
Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do. What's the insertion method?
Quick and fast. I missed it the first time, okay?
No. Anthony.
Hey, yeah, okay. No, they're saying you have to
might be
swim.
watching this video.
You're right. For those of you that don't get it, you'll understand when you're older.
Special Forces Unit Foxhound, your former unit, and one that I was a commander of. So they're still around. Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mantis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman.
I like the rhyme there.
And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound Squad Leader, Liquid Snake. Liquid Snake.
Not to get confused with Solid Snake.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target. Anyone going with me? As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission. Weapons and equipment OSP. Yes.
Aw, he's a dolphin.
He is a dolphin.
Expect any official support.
It's a one-man dolphin, or one dolphin mission here.
Yeah.
These water graphics are
Aren't they great?
so great. You can tell he's underwater because of
Alright,
the...
grab your controller. You can actually grab the controller now. I allow it.
Oh, I'm allowed to pick it up
Alright,
now.
We're gonna actually click on the new game.
I don't think I want to load in your save here.
Yeah, we definitely don't.
right.
Press the start button. You have to press circle.
What? Circle's back.
All right.
What?
Here we go, folks. Hold on. Anthony, before you continue on, we have to lay down the rules.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Here's the rules. This is going to work for both of us. So if I'm playing a game that Anthony challenges me to, he's playing a game that I'm challenging him to, we're going to start at normal.
Okay.
Normal's where we begin. Don't begin quite just yet. When and if you do need help, to include, you have to push the fucking circle button. That's gonna count as one assist. We're gonna keep track of the amount of assist that Anthony needs. Now, because I'm gonna have some free time to myself here because I ain't got no fucking job right now, what's gonna happen is he's gonna call me. I'm gonna screen record the calls so that way we can screen record how many assists this motherfucker needs. Because it's gonna fucking happen. Trust me.
We'll keep
It's
tallies,
bound
don't worry.
to happen. It's going to happen, and I'm gonna love it. We're gonna have to
Okay,
loop those in.
That stream's gonna be fun.
It's so fun. It's gonna be so much fun right now. Anyway, once we actually get started, I'm gonna go a little bit more into about the game. So let's fucking hit that normal. Let's go. Circle it.
All right. Circle it. But it's always weird. Why can't it just button layouts be the same for the most
You
part?
would think that they
Like,
would be, right? Don't
yeah.
skip it. Don't
I'm not
touch
skipping
another
anything.
thing.
It's on. It's, you see, it's on the little nub
Gotta
here.
listen to the operatic music here, bro. It's good. Just absorb the music for a minute. It's nice to breathe.
Like the Kingdom Hearts music.
Ooh, that guy.
Easy.
You would think so.
I would think so. I would like to think so. I would like to think it's easy.
I think so.
But don't worry, I'm staying alert. Oh, he's on him this one. Okay, we're fine. I'm not a bothersome fly. I'm a solid snake. Ah, shit! I did it again!
Son of a bitch! Oh my
Why is the
God.
analog stick connected to that? It was just. It's fine.
Listen to their conversations. All this stuff is important. Come on.
Why I can't just skip
I
through
know
the
that you
dialogue?
have the attention span of
Attention
a
pan?
goldfish. So.
Attention pan of a goldfish. You're right.
Oh, goldfish. Yeah. So yeah. Let's like.
I'm trying. See, the codec will beep, but pay attention to that. Got you. Rad. I love when my small bones in my ear just get stimulated.
Yeah, isn't that great?
It's so great.
You're not there yet.
Oh,
Don't push anything yet.
I almost hit the analog
Hit
stick.
Start. Hit start.
Hitting start.
Okay, we're paused. Oh my god, I won't count that as an assist because it's a direction because I don't want you to get into playing quite just yet.
Why not? We're
I
here.
can't. Open your shit.
Well, you can't talk and play. So
I can, you can't.
well, I can't just. Hey, look, I'm messing around.
Stop it. You're gonna stop.
I'm not
Stop.
doing anything.
Just
Look,
stop.
I learned to punch.
Pause. This is important. Part of the rules is I'm gonna play this after he's done again. I've already played it since I got it back because of fond memories and stuff like that, but now since it's a challenge, I'm taking this shit seriously. We're gonna keep track of death count, we're gonna keep track of how many people we actually kill, we're gonna keep track of how many times we die, we're also gonna keep track of...
What?
Exactly. We're also gonna keep track of how many different assists either of us needs, and trust me, I might need an assist, and that's mine. Even though I played it not too long ago, it's still like a little, not 100% there. Anyway, the amount of time that it takes to start and complete, I'm only gonna count this for your streaming. Okay, so when you restarted in streaming, that's when your time officially begins.
Okay.
All right. So
And then I'll
that's
just,
gonna be
wherever I end up, I'll just mark it, and then I'll continue from there.
right, and that's what I want you to do is when you get back home, even though you're gonna play a little bit and stuff like that, I want you to get the feel for it here. But then I want you to go ahead and restart it, and that'll be the start of your time. And then we'll also add in assists and all that stuff. So, all right. All right. Where were we? All right. So the series of Metal Gear would come to prominence with Sony's PlayStation, but Metal Gear was the first released on 7 July of 1987 for the MSX2 computer. Are you familiar with that computer? Do you know what the hell?
I don't think so, no.
It was a popular platform, according to this, in its native Japan. Hideo Kojima debut as lead design begins with Special Ops Soldier Solid Snake. Solid Snake there. The game looked like a top-down 2D shooter at the time. As you can see, this is not exactly, well, this is kind of top-down, but we'll talk about it a little bit more. Excuse me. But the way you played had been a pet idea of Kojima for several years. A military game about avoiding confrontation through the game. It can't quite maintain the focus for its entire duration. The second half is more traditional gunplay. This mixture of systems created the stealth genre. Guards in Metal Gear follow set patrol routes and only react to Snake if they see him. The game's main building has been lavished with attention to this end, and most obviously in the way that guard patrols change depending on what the side of the screen from which you enter from. Metal Gear paid great attention to seemingly trivial details. Snake begins with a packet of cigarettes, which can be smoked but will reduce his health, while he has a radio, which can call support team for advice. At one point he gets deliberately captured and stages a MacGyver-esque escape. Trucks move around the base, and sneaking onto the back of one can net you a free ride. So near the end, you're gonna actually be. This is for Metal Gear 1, by the way, the one on the computer. So near the end of the game, Big Boss Snake's commander gets agitated and radios through. This is Big Boss Solid Snake. Stop the operation. Switch off your MSX at once. So Metal Gear Solid series is obsessed with talking at and in and to its players. I can speak, I swear. And the fourth wall is something of an obsession for Kojima. This was the first time he stabbed at it. Metal Gear did well enough to be ported to several platforms and gain a quick Kojima-less sequel. But after this series disappeared, nevertheless, the original was embryonic ideas that make Metal Gear, if not a classic, the prototype for one. And it would take another 11 years for technology to catch up with Kojima's vision and make it solid. So we'll talk about this game a little bit more in detail here in a minute, because that was a lot of information.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and play around with it for a little bit. And I'm going to do a little bit of a walkthrough to kind of get Anthony used to these different kinds of things. And we'll go from there. Why don't you see the water? You can actually go back down.
Yeah, I got a ration from there when you were reading.
You
yeah,
okay,
I went through there.
Nice. So you see how the guards have those little white cones around them?
That's the line of vision?
That's your money, your map, yes. So
okay.
The idea is not to be detected. So
yeah.
Let's see how you
So while this may be my first playthrough of Solid Snake, at least the idea has been through generations. So
Correct.
It's not going to be fully... I'm going to keep crawling. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's fine.
Let's keep going. Okay, here we go.
What'd you do?
What did I do?
I don't know.
I thought I got spotted right away. Okay, no. Oh, shit. This dude's gonna come around. You know, probably before just running in. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, you got caught. Oh, God. You better get up and run. They're shooting at you. Oh, God, run. Oh, God, run. Oh, God, run. Get out of the way.
No.
You're not going to get him. Oh, God. They're going to get you. They're going to, you don't have a lot of life. Do you see that? Oh, God, you died. You died. That's number one death, people. Number one death. Caught in the intro. Because he doesn't want to listen to me.
How can they listen if you're not talking?
Continue this shit.
What do you mean?
Fucking continue. Just fucking continue. Watch this shit. Now, listen to me. You ready to listen?
Okay, are you going to talk this time?
I'm going to.
Okay.
You're going to listen.
No.
So, you see the guy. Get out from underneath here.
What? Well, you see, I see the guy.
You see him. Just get out.
I see cockroaches.
You listen to me. He doesn't want to listen to me, folks. I know how to play the game. He don't want to listen. That's fine. I'll let him figure it out. He's going to get caught again. Watch this. He's going to get caught. He's going to come back at you.
Shouldn't. I think he just goes around.
He's good. This reminds me so much of me playing the first time around, bro. This is not even funny.
Oh, yeah, because the dude comes down.
Mm-hmm. I predict an assist is going to be coming in soon, folks. Just letting you know he's going to get caught again. Prediction.
Yep, you don't see me.
Now go for it. Get up, get up, get up, get up. You're gonna run. No, no, no. Oh, fuck. Now he's out. That's it.
No. See, he's getting free assists. I'm not even asking for him.
That's step number 2. I wish I would have brought my pen. This is great. All right, so we left Anthony alone for about 30 minutes now. I'm guessing there's gonna be a few more deaths and a lot more panic. So we're gonna check in on him here in a minute and go from there. So let's go see how he's doing. Oh, Anthony! All right, get up the stairs here. Karate chop! Hey, dude, hold on. Hello, hello, hold on. All right, we're live back with the young buck. Let's see how the report is, young buck. What do we got?
We got 9 deaths.
9 deaths! Yes!
I was saying.